If you clicked on this video, something inside you already knows this isn't working. Your life, your routines, your energy, or your relationships. Something feels off. Maybe you've been drifting for weeks or even months. Or maybe something just snapped recently. One of those early morning moments where you realize you don't even recognize yourself anymore. You're overwhelmed, unmotivated, and stuck in patterns you promised yourself you'd break months ago. And you know what the scariest part is? You may even be wondering if this is just how life's going to be now. But I'm here to tell you that it's not too late. And if you're still here with me, then a part of you already wants something better. Not perfect, just better. And that's what this video is about. Because I'm going to walk you through 5 steps to help turn your life around. Step 1, remove the noise that's drowning you. While we are more connected than ever before, we are also more disconnected from ourselves than ever before. We live in a world designed to distract you from yourself. The average person taps their phone nearly 3,000 times per day, which makes it impossible to hear your intuition over a constant feed of curated lives and dopamine hits. I once spent 7 days completely offline. No phone, no scrolling, and no stimulation. And by day 3, something terrifying happened. My real thoughts came back. All the voices I drowned out, the insecurities, the clarity and the ideas, they all surfaced, and underneath the mess was a message. When you remove noise, wisdom speaks. In fact, the silence you avoid often holds the answers you're searching for. And as Rumi noted, the quieter you become, the more you can hear. It's why the ability to disconnect in a world that is more connected than ever is a superpower. So give this a try. Go 1 weekend offline. No social media, no screens, and no digital stimulation. And then use some of this time to journal your thoughts. What you'll notice isn't just discomfort. It's a reconnection to your innate wisdom. And it's not just digital noise. It's physical, mental, and emotional. That pile of clutter in your room, that unopened message, that lingering resentment, clean it, close it, and confront it. After all, you can't master your life if you can't master your space. And one of the best ways to advance your life is to simplify it. Step 2, redefine success before it defines you. One of the most dangerous things you can do is to chase someone else's definition of success and be good at it. We're told to climb, compete, and achieve, to follow the path that looks impressive, even if it doesn't feel right. But real success has nothing to do with what it looks like from the outside. It has everything to do with how it feels on the inside. Living a life true to yourself is success. Inner peace is success. And waking up energized about the life you get to live is success. You can have the title, the income, and the praise, yet still feel empty if you had to completely abandon yourself to get there. We are raised to become high-functioning imposters. Successful, but misaligned. Productive, but lost. So here's a question for you. If no one ever applauded you again, what would you still do every day? Because you will stay lost until you understand that your job is not to build a life that looks good, but to build a life that feels good. Step 3, heal the wound that keeps repeating the pattern. Here's the real reason most people never change. They're trying to fix their life without healing their past. Self-sabotage isn't a character flaw. It's a coping mechanism, and we are doomed to repeat what we don't repair. You see, you're not lazy, you're just hurt, and you're trying to survive with the tools you were given. Every self-sabotage pattern has an origin story. Every toxic relationship, every avoidance habit, and every limiting belief. But now, it's time to upgrade your tools. So start here. Write a journal entry titled The Dip. List your worst thoughts, the ones that whisper you're not enough. Then trace them. Where did they come from? Who told you that? Then rewrite each thought with a growth mindset lens. I always fail becomes every mistake is an opportunity to learn. Carol Dweck's research proves that people who adopt a growth mindset are more resilient, more successful, and less anxious. Healing doesn't mean erasing the past. It means choosing not to live by its script. And while you can't change your history, you can stop it from writing your future and instead build one that you can be proud of. Step 4, find something to serve. When your life feels meaningless, it's not always because something's wrong with you. Sometimes it's because your attention has collapsed inward. The more we spiral around our flaws, our goals, and our setbacks, the more disconnected we become from the world outside of us. And the irony? That's where healing lives. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and the author of Man's Search for Meaning, wrote that humans can survive almost anyhow if they have a why. And more often than not, that why is found in serving something greater than ourselves, in shifting the spotlight off of how lost we feel and onto how we can light the path for someone else. When I was at one of my lowest points, the thing that pulled me back wasn't a breakthrough. It was helping a friend through his own mess. That single act snapped me out of my own paralysis. Not because I fixed him, but because I remembered I'm still needed here. Purpose is oxygen, and you find it by breathing life into others. Whether it's mentoring a teenager, creating content that speaks to others, volunteering, or just being a better listener, your purpose expands when you serve something beyond yourself. And the fastest way to remember who you are is to help someone else. In fact, service doesn't take away your pain, it puts it in perspective. Helping a friend to deal with the loss of both his parents at a young age, shortly after I lost my mum, made me grateful that I still had one parent alive. When you start making your life about something more than just yourself, you come back to yourself as a stronger person. Because the moment you contribute is the moment you begin to heal. Step 5. Audit your influences. You become what you surround yourself with. Period. The people you follow, the media you consume, and the conversations you engage in have a significant impact on your life. They're writing your internal script, slowly and invisibly. We like to believe we're free-thinking individuals, but neuroscientist David Eagleman explains that much of our behavior is shaped by what we repeatedly expose ourselves to, especially when it's subconscious. If you consume enough content that glorifies rage, comparison, or chaos, don't be surprised if you wake up anxious and empty, even if nothing is technically wrong. I had a client who couldn't figure out why she constantly doubted herself. Turns out, she was in a group chat that subtly tore people down. Every win was met with sarcasm, and every dream with "be realistic." Once she left it, her confidence slowly came back. Your environment is far stronger than your willpower, so make sure to unfollow accounts that are full of negative energy and step back from people who don't want to see you succeed. You don't just need to protect your peace, you need to also curate your inputs. Because the fastest way to make progress in any area of your life is to design an environment around you that makes it impossible not to succeed. The author Brianna Wiest writes that your new life will cost you your old one. So curate what you consume like your life depends on it, because it does. Clean up your feed, who you spend time with, and your content diet, because inspiration is far from random. It's built into your environment. Let me leave you with this. You are not broken, you are becoming. You are not late, you are right on time for your life. You see, there is no finish line you're supposed to cross by now. There is only the truth of where you are and the courage to meet it fully. No matter how many times you've fallen short, sabotaged your progress, or stopped before the breakthrough, you are still worthy of a life that feels like yours. The world may not slow down to see your transformation, but you will feel it, and that's what matters most. So here's to turning your life around and being better than who you were yesterday. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content to help you live a more fulfilling and energized life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.